Alright. It's been about a week or so since I played this. It's actually, I skipped a week is what I really should say. I wasn't really feeling it last week on Saturday. So I said, you know what, I just don't want to play it. And I'm trying to, you know, not let that completely dominate and run my streams from now on. So, more Arceus as usual. This will be a little bit of a shorter stream of it Oh, wrong thing. This will be a little bit of a shorter stream of it anyway, just because I'm going to go record in a little bit. Gundam Otaku and I are going to try to finish up Dead Space. And also just because it's Saturday. Obviously, if there's a big new game coming out, which, spoiler alert, there is a big new game that came out that I'm really into, I will prioritize that over playing Arceus as long as I usually do. And obviously, you know, I kind of want to just record a whole bunch while I have the free time, you know? So, you know, nothing wrong with taking an hour or 2 or 3, you know, on a weekend just to shoot the shit, find a shiny, enjoy yourselves, you know. Although I forget everything I was doing last time, in fairness, so right off the bat, we could start with Braviary or Quillfish, which will be pretty good. Ice Peak. Let's look for Braviary. We finished both, so we have even odds of either. Even odds of either. Okay. And no, I will not quit this game until I have every Pokemon. Or until I've maxed out every Pokemon. I'm definitely going to do it. Now, the thing that will happen is at some point we're just going to start using Pokemon in combat. And that's pretty much going to be, you know, the finale of this. Is just using a bunch of different Pokemon in combat to fight. So, for example, like Pachirisu, for some reason I opened this, I have to use Spark 40 times. So that's something we'll have to do. We're going to take that Alpha one, we'll catch one while it's asleep, right? Mud Bomb, Strong Style. Like, once we're done with all these battle moves, or I'm sorry, once we're done with all the catching and stuff, then it's just going to be on to battle moves, basically. Hello Charlie, hello Ash, welcome. So yeah, that's the primary goal, is to get all the weird catching requirements out the way. Except, the only exception I make are for... Oh, that's the Chingling. The only exception I make are for any tree-based spawns, just because that will be farmed at some point on one of the most boring streams I will probably ever have to do. Next to the Eureka streams, of course. Which nobody remembers. And none of you were here to see it. It's beautiful, actually. But no, seriously, thank you guys for the viewership. You know, I've been feeling a little bit nostalgic lately. I got a shiny Alpha Pachirisu, very nice. Anytime you get a shiny Alpha, that's a good day. So no complaints, at least wouldn't be any from me. It's certainly rare, at the minimum. Alright, so what was I doing again? Let's just use Weavile. There you go. But yeah, I've been feeling a little bit nostalgic because I've been playing Pikmin 4. And it's crazy to me because, like, 10 years ago, I was playing Pikmin 3 when it was brand new, 2013. That was the summer I was working that job, basically doing pest control. And that's how I got my Wii U and my PS4, was from doing that job. So I've been a little bit nostalgic. I've been thinking about, you know, the last 10 years and how terrible it's been. But also just, you know, with the channel, also how terrible it's been. Never mind. What the fuck? Nothing good has happened in the last couple of years for it. Damn. It's actually really unfortunate. Anyway, the point is I've been thinking about, you know, how far the channel has come, how different things are, you know, etc., etc. There's been some good too, you know, like, it's easier for me to produce content, you know, I have a good computer now, so I can render stuff, so that's pretty nice. I'm watching the cutscenes I missed in the Unending Journey on 14. I'm doing the Crystal Tower. You know, actually, one day, Ash, I want to actually do a playthrough of A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, and Stormblood, and then 5.2, for some reason. I almost should just redo like 90% of my MSQ footage, because I don't think I started recording MSQ until 4.2. So like I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to just like go through again and play a lot of that stuff. And obviously it's not a character I'll actually really use once I, you know, complete it. Oh, bro, I should do that with the character I have on the Japanese server. Oh no, but can I even move him? If I could move that character and finish a playthrough with him, I actually would. I would totally do that. If I could actually finish the 10-year-old playthrough, that would be so fucking cool. But I don't know if you can move a character from Japan, he's on Light, or whichever server. I haven't seen that character in years. I just know it's the same account. And he is there. But if you remember, well, no one remembers this. Years ago when I played A Realm Reborn for the channel on PS3, I made a character on the Japanese servers because all the American servers were full. And I was like, fuck it. It's either I, you know, don't play it, and that's a waste of $60, or I do play it, and, you know, you already know how that went. But yeah, I would love to do that at some point. That's not anywhere in the timeline. Again, there's a lot of walking back and forth in A Realm Reborn, but it would be good for me to refresh my memory, because I haven't played A Realm Reborn since 2015. So I would definitely do that at some point. And at least that way, that character could technically finish his playthrough before the real Who's Man shows up, which is started, I think the first one I did was 4.2. But I'd be happy to just do up to Shadowbringers and then just do 5.2. And then that way I could make like a playlist, I guess. But then I would argue that, like, why don't I just play the MSQ fully again? I don't know. That would be kind of like, oh, that's a little bit extra. I probably wouldn't do that. I'd try my hand at a healer main. You already have Scholar. I mean, I'm happy to help you learn how to heal. It's just, it's not that bad. You know, I'm not going to throw you into Savage and try to teach you how to heal in Savage. That would be absolutely insane. No, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, we have to start slow. Start with, like, Sastasha or something. Just get the handle of it. And then work your way up. I mean, you already have a Summoner at 70, so by default you have a Scholar at 70. That's an Eevee spawn? Really? I swear, sometimes you just find random Eevee spawns out of nowhere. It's so weird. Oh, for the MSQ? Yeah, sure. I was gonna say, if you just want practice, that's fine by me too. I don't have anything against that. No, obviously, I mean, you could join me for the stuff. Since it's definite... Look, this would be the least blind playthrough I would ever do, okay? The reason why it would be the least blind playthrough is because every single dungeon and piece of content besides Binding Coils, I have religiously been exposed to for the last 8 years. Especially some of it when it was the day it was new. I don't think I've ever... I think there was maybe one patch I didn't play at launch day, because for one reason or another. Probably some real life thing going on. Every other patch I have played the day it came out. So, like, there is no content that I could be surprised by in that game. The only thing that could surprise me is how people play. So it would definitely not be blind. So, in other words, I would not mind someone joining me for it. You know, it's not like you could spoil it. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I did Cash from Abania. They recently changed all the Stormblood dungeons to work with trusts. So Cash from Abania's second boss is completely different now. But, as I just said, I just did it, so it's not new to me anymore. Really, I want to see what quests, you know, I mean, they're not going to say what quests they truncated, but, you know, they removed a whole bunch of quests. They you know, changed and trimmed a bit of the story. There's a lot of changes they made, which I think could be pretty cool. It's funny, though, the core dialogue in the Praetorium has not changed. But yeah, in other words, that would be cool to do. It would also be fun to do Cape Westwind again. Because I miss when Cape Westwind was in the Trial Roulette. That shit was fun, man. Getting Cape Westwind in the Trial Roulette made doing the Trial Roulette worth it. Because when you got it, everyone had a nice cheer. Everyone was happy. We're all excited. And then we beat the shit out of them and we leave. It's so good. There's just no mechanics in it. It's so great. We need to catch this. I love it. But yeah, sure. You can play whatever you want. I haven't been playing a lot of 14 lately, honestly. I've been mostly either doing other stuff or recording, so... We'll get back to it at some point. Can we get lucky, please? There's no such thing as luck in this universe. Video games. What did Lucario even eat? Everything but rocks, which is weird because, you know, they're part steel, but I guess just because you're part steel doesn't mean you have to eat rocks. Maybe I'm just being an asshole. Thank you. Okay, what else do we need while we're out here? They eat berries and chocolate? Well, unfortunately, chocolate doesn't exist in this game. Oh shit, we got double sisters? And the Riolu is staring her right in the face and doing nothing. Let's see if we get triple sisters. Oh shit! How the hell did she detect that? What? Oh, Lucaria. Okay. Honestly, once I'm done watching One Piece, I need to watch, I'd want to start a new character and try healer main. I mean, you can start a new character, yeah. I mean, or you could just use the one you have and just level up a healer class you haven't played. But ultimately, it is up to you. Hell no, am I doing tank? You could... I'll be honest with you, I think tanking is easier. Tanking used to be harder, but now with the way tank stance works, it's easier. But yeah, you know, if you ever change your mind, I'm happy to help teach. It's no biggie. I should really make like a really shitty how to play video for 14. And then everyone will be like, wow, this video sucks. Hector, Xenos, Arthars, Mr. Happy, Xenos. Did I say Xenos already? Well, who did I miss? Miztech, that's the other one. Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, they make better videos. What the fuck is this? Garbage. Yeah, pretty much. I think tanking is definitely the most rewarding, but I mean, obviously anyone could say that. When you watch a high-level ninja play, it's like they're playing a completely different game. I love watching high-level DPS play. High-level DPS is one of the most entertaining things to watch on 14. Like, that's why when I used to play with Ira ages ago, I haven't talked to Ira in 3 or 4 years. He moved on. He said he was tired of the game, so I was like, all right, you know, we had fun. But when Ira used to play and get really high parses, I remember being like just in awe. It was fun to tank for him. You know, one, because it was high, you know, it was high stress, right? Like, I knew I had to do the right thing and not fuck up. But also because he was really good at what he did. And I played with a lot of really good, really gifted players on 14, and I'm very grateful for it, you know? It made everything worthwhile. It was very entertaining to play with a lot of these people. And, you know, I'm very grateful for that. You know, Miria, I've talked about Miria, how when I first met her, she could barely clear Guardian. Not even. I think I was with her on her clear run of Guardian. And then, like, a couple months later, she's clearing Ultimates. That's because Miria might... Triple sisters, by the way. I'm never going to remember to clip this, by the way, either. But yeah, no, that's because Miria is just genuinely good at what she does. She's very smart. She's smarter than I am. Miria is one of the smartest people I know. Maybe I'll message her after this stream. Just say, yo, what's up? I was talking about it on stream, all the good old days. It'll be 20 years from now. I'll still talk about the good old days of running like Kefka, and she learned very fast, man. That's what I mean. Like, a lot of people are really good on 14, and a lot of it is just. I think the one thing that always has to happen is you have to realize how bad you are initially, right? And that's not to shit on people, but when you actually see how little DPS you're doing, or, you know, you start to think, well, where can I improve my rotation? How can I map it to the fight better? It's such a nice, fulfilling learning curve, you know? This tier, though, is not very fun. I kind of think that making it very gear-centric is not... That wasn't really the play. Maybe back in the day, I think gear-centric tiers might have been a little better. But now, gear-centric tiers just feel annoying, you know? I don't know. That's why I'm not like a huge fan of that personally, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I do think that obviously any tier is still worthwhile to learn, and it's not terrible to learn, but it is effort, right? Like, you are gonna... Wait, are we done with Gardevoir? Wait, what the fuck? Where is it? It's way up. Yeah, we are. What the hell? Oh, I'm keeping it so it can defeat steel types or dragon types? Yeah, we're nowhere near there. So yeah. That's what makes games fulfilling. In my book. Hold on, I need a drink of water. Oh, that's ridiculous. I would do it in World of Warcraft too, if you could do it there. That's the thing that annoys me about World of Warcraft, is you can't change class. That is such a good positive for 14. I'm sure it's based off the fact that, like, when you play older Final Fantasies, you're able to change your character's jobs more or less on the fly, right? Outside of battle. And the fact that they put that into 14, honestly, is probably the reason I stuck around on 14 as long as I did. Because being able to swap and play things on different classes and stuff, that is so fun. If World of Warcraft did that, like, yeah, it would kind of throw away years of people leveling alts, but ultimately I think it would be for the best, right? Like, you could just, that way you're not stuck on a class, because I have a Tauren Hunter, I've talked about this before, and I don't want to play fucking Hunter no more. Like, I don't. I think that Hunter is not very fun as it is now. I didn't like Beastmastery. I always liked being Survival Marksman, and then they changed how everything worked. But I would love to change him to be like a Druid or something, and like I would even be willing to like re-level and grind through some dungeons or something. You know what I mean? Like, I would prefer that to what I'm doing now. I'm sorry, what do you need? What do you eat? Honey and rocks? Oh, great. Sounds delicious. What? Okay, that's what I thought. I mean, the most important step to tanking is turning on tank stance. And so it's weird, because this is one of the craziest things about it. That is such an obvious statement to make, right? In order to tank, you need to have your tank stance on, right? Anyone above the age of 5 can understand what I'm saying. But I guarantee you, there will come a day soon where you will put on tank stance, and then you'll pull, and you'll realize that you put it on in your head, and you didn't actually put it on, and now the whole raid is fucked because you didn't pull correctly. It happens to the best of us. I've seen people that have cleared multiple ultimates forget to put on tank stance. It's one of those things that's so easy, and then in actuality, it's not even hard. You will just skip that step and not even think about it. This is not like even skipping putting on a seatbelt in a car. It's something more basic than that. It's insane. You'll play a game for almost a decade and forget to turn on tank stance. Absolutely. What the fuck? They're back. Alright, well, I'm looking for my Gyarados. Crazy. Yeah, no, I love it, though. It's fun. Have I forgotten to do tank stance? Of course, I'm not exempt from that. I have pulled and potted and forgotten to turn on tank stance. Yes, this has happened to me multiple times. I've done it to myself. And then sometimes you could just turn it on and just, okay, your next hit takes aggro or whatever. It's not a big deal. I mean, tank stance operates completely differently now than it does back in the day. Back in the day, tank stance used to lower your damage, like most games, right? You would turn on tank stance, it lowers your damage or whatever. And in return, you take less damage, and then Warrior's tank stance worked differently. In Shadowbringers, they changed it. It just increases your enmity. It doesn't lower your DPS, and it doesn't raise your HP or raise your defense or whatever, which I think is a much better system. But yeah, because when you used to play Warrior, you would lose HP swapping to tank stance, because that's how Warriors used to play. You would lose HP by... Let's do this while we're here, by the way, while I'm talking and ranting. I'm never getting rid of Ice Shard. That would be absolutely stupid of me, because we'll need it someday. But yeah, no, it's a quick little swap. And then, okay, it used to be on the GCD. There's a lot of different things in terminology, obviously, that sounds like gibberish if you've never played 14. But it used to, the way tank stands used to work used to be so fucking worse. It's so much better now. It's not on the GCD, it's a weave. It doesn't lower your stuff. It doesn't half your gauge. That didn't last very long either, though, to be fair. That was gone within, I think, a patch or two. Things like that used to make... It didn't make tanking not fun. It's just... I think the biggest change that they've made in 14 is that you no longer fight your rotation. Now you fight the boss, which I think is probably the best change that they've made to that game ever. Because what used to happen is, I would argue, it felt like you were fighting your rotation, right? So, like, you would pull in tank stance, and then you would spend the entire fight not in tank stance. Obviously, because you don't want to lose your damage, right? So, because of that, the meta was to take a warrior, because warriors could pull and have full DPS It's a long story. They would pop Unchained, they would Tomahawk, they would maybe do one Storm's Eye, maybe a Butcher's Block, used to Equilibrium to keep your DPS because it was a big heal and it would crit a lot. And then after that, as early as possible, you would shift into Deliverance is what it was called, your DPS stance. And so it was a whole song and dance. I was actually pretty decent at it, which is why my parses in Stormblood are better than my parses now. But like it kind of gates people because it's like you're basically making people learn two different move sets and flow charts, and then it was a realistic threat you could lose aggro on a boss. It's just not fun for people. I could see why it's not fun. And that's why, like, they just got rid of it, and I don't regret it. I just miss being able to use Deliverance because I thought it looked cool. Like, a lot of cool moves are just gone from 14 forever. Like, and that's the one thing that's unfortunate. Occasionally they bring them back. So what was the one that they brought back that was recent? I don't remember. They brought back an old school move, and I forget what it was. And it had been gone a long, long while. What was it? They got rid of Hagakure for a little bit. I remember that. I was like, why the fuck did they get rid of Hagakure? And even they must have realized it, so they brought it back. They brought back all those moves on Monk that were gone for a long time, like Howling Fist and Steel Peak. They're now bound to your chakras. Monk plays so fucking better now, by the way. Monk went from being like not fun to play at all because you would never use your chakras and you had all kinds of crazy positionals to being, like, in my opinion, one of the most fun melee for sure. I love the way Monk plays. Meanwhile, Ninja has just removed all its cool moves and they just gave you 2 Chidoris and called it a day, and I don't like that. That's me personally. I still have turns? Are you serious? Oh, this thing never gets to move. Alright, I need to do it, what, 20-something times? Let's just do it 25 times, get it over with. So we have to deplete this, okay. But yeah, I could go down through most of these classes because I remember how they played for the most part, because it was in Heaven's Ward. I was a healer until like 3.2, and then in 3.2 I started leveling everything, and I basically got everything to 60, and since then it's just been every expansion I just level everything up 10 levels, and then that's it. But yeah, it's not like the fights have suddenly gotten easier because you don't need to dodge and weave in and out of tank stance. Like, I would argue that the fights now are way harder than they used to be for Savage. The fights now are way more difficult. Hephaestus, I'm still burnt out, man. Hephaestus is fucking one of the... It's such a great fight, but it is not a fun fight to prog. It's a fun fight to clear. Because, like, having to know everything that's going on and stuff, like, yeah, I know how to do it. But do I really want to sit through dying to natural alignment 2 for, you know, hours on end? Not really. Nobody wants to do that. But once I got it, that's why when I beat it, I was so happy, man. Because it was like 6 months of prog had been lifted off my shoulders. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that it's very rewarding when you clear stuff, and tanking is very rewarding for me. Now, obviously, that is a huge asterisk. It's for me. I think everyone should try it. I think a lot of people think it's scarier than it is. I'm not suggesting I throw you in the deep end and see if you sink or swim. Wait, is that it? Is it 40? Where's Weavile? I'm not suggesting to throw people in the deep end with no tutoring and no tutorial or you know, structure or anything. Where the hell is it? What is going on? Where's Weavile? I'm gonna put this in alphabetized, seriously. Why do I do this to myself? It should be an Area 1 Pokemon. Bro, what the fuck? Why is it... Oh, because it's under Sneasel. Okay, that's why. Yeah, we're done. I don't have to use that anymore. Alright, Weavile's done. That was incredibly productive. I told you it would take no time at all. Then back then, you had the slashing debuff. Warrior was just so fucking stupidly meta. It wasn't even funny. I'll never forget, we used to run Paladin Dark Knight because we had a samurai in our group, so he would bring the slashing. And then just one day, I remember saying to myself, fuck this, I'm just going to play Warrior and home gang it. And then after that, that was why the end of Stormblood was me playing Warrior. I just was like, why am I going to torture myself on Dark Knight? Ironically, my best parses on Final Omega, Omega MF, and Final Omega are all Dark Knight. Because I was good at Dark Knight. It's just like, why am I going to torture myself when I could just play Warrior and fucking Equilibrium myself? Like, why am I going to sit here and be like, well, I mean, I'll just sit. No, it's dumb. I'm going to fucking Equilibrium myself. Nowadays, it's not that big of a deal anymore. But, like, back then, you know, I used to get kicked from groups for being Dark Knight. It was rough. It was a rough couple of existences. And now it's over, which is kind of funny. It just as quickly as the meta really set in, it was gone. Which I find hilarious. What do we need from Alakazam again? Agile style? Oh, we don't need to agile style. No, we just need to spam, what is it? We just need to spam psychic. Okay. Like, Bards used to have blunt arrow. See, the thing I don't like is I don't like how they've handled... Are you fucking... It's foggy, that's why. Okay. I don't like how they've handled, roll actions. I like roll actions. I feel like each one should be a unique animation, though. I don't know. That's just how I feel about that. Like, having the same thing... Having Rampart on every tank is just lame. Like... I liked Shadow Skin. I thought Shadow Skin was really cool, and it would have a cool sound effect. And I like Blood Price. All those moves on Dark Knight and Astrologian and Machinist have all just been shot down, and it really kind of sucks. I really miss those. Like, I wish they would bring back Bishop Auto Turret for Machinist. I feel like in some capacity for AoE and dungeon pulls. That would make Machinist way more fun. Like, I don't want to only ever summon the fucking Queen. It's obnoxious. That system was so much better back in the day. Like, Dark Knight is playable now. It's just, I don't, like, okay, even if they were to remove Dark Arts, I just don't like that they've removed so much. Like, why do I need to put Salted Earth down when Scourge would do just as fine? Like, it's just stuff like that. Just makes me not want to play Dark Knight. Which is ironic, because I could play Dark Knight still. But, like, I don't know. I just prefer playing Gunbreaker. Warrior is my go-to. Warrior's easy. I can never forget how to play that. And I like Paladin. Paladin, that's why when I do this, whatever, A Realm Reborn, like, second full playthrough or whatever, I'm gonna do it as a Paladin. I think that'll be really good. Because Paladin has a really good burst window now. Paladin's really fun to play. I get put a full playthrough up of this game I've devoted the most amount of time of my life to, which will be really crazy when you consider it. You would think that I've been streaming that game since day one. I mean, technically I recorded some of it, but no, I have not. Oh, and healers used to have fucking cleric stance if they wanted to DPS. Oh, dude, that was so bad. And then they changed it in Shadowbringers, and then they got rid of it. They're just like, fuck it, you know, y'all don't need that no more. Yeah, I remember, dude, that was ages ago. That's what I'm saying, like, so much stuff is different now. Healers used to have to turn on cleric stance, and then healers would forget if they were in cleric stance, and so you would be healing somebody for 1/10 of what you should be, and then I'd be like, where the hell's the healing? And they'd be like, oh, sorry, my cleric stance is on. And then I've had groups disband over that. It's really kind of funny. And yeah, you know, stuff like that happens. I mean, people just don't know. It's like the opposite of tank, because you could be in tank stance even when you don't need to, and you just lose DPS. But not healing somebody when you need to heal them is basically just a wipe. Like we're not accomplishing anything. You have thrown away the pull. It's over. Makes me wonder how toxic some of those people I used to play with would be now. You would spend 500 hours in fucking Bajja or in Eureka, and then people would sit here and tell you it's great and then not do it because they're fucking fanboys. It's unbelievable. I used to get so fucking mad at Bajja, or at a Eureka. But at the same time, it was fun because it was like group Monster Hunter. Oh, that's such nostalgia. See, this is all the stuff that was happening around the time I was playing, like, Assassin's Creed Origins and stuff on the channel. So that, like, that's the context, basically, behind it. 2 alphas. Okay, where's Clefable? We need to catch this at night. Well, you have to catch it at night. Yeah. Okay. Clefairy, we have to use Draining Kiss. You have to catch a Cleffa while it's sleeping. And then we have to evolve 3. Oh, fuck. And then we have to defeat one. Now where you call it without being spotted. Well, we can't do this one right here because he's seen me. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, right, because he already put up the dots. It's not going to work. I don't know how that works. I played this game a shit ton. I have no idea how that just worked out. Whatever. What the fuck? Why can I not throw a Pokeball at this thing? That's so stupid. Unreal. My luck is so awful in this game, seriously. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that because I get shinies all the time. So maybe that's a little bit. I'm being a little hyperbolic. Let's take that back. Oh fuck! I forget they could do this. Okay, that doesn't do anything to me. Doesn't matter. Oh no, it works on offensive. Yeah, I forgot. That's not how this game works. I forgot this game is different. Your offensive stats are merged as one. It's not attack and special attack. Well, it is, but they decrease and increase at the same time. Oh, shit. Well, sorry, Alakazam, I tried. I forgot I'm playing this game. Alright, anyway. Maybe Lucario is a little better. That's what I mean, though. Like, I've always liked Final Fantasy. Ever since I played Tactics Advance. I've loved that shit, man. Tactics Advance changed my life. That was, like, one of the first really narrative-heavy games I ever played. I love that game. That game is fantastic. That game is a masterpiece. It's a shame that they won't remake it, man. And if they did, like, all I want is it to be remade with no missables and just basically add mission replay. That's the only thing that game needs. The ability to replay missions of any kind. Story missions, dispatch missions if you, like, misplace an item or throw it away. Liberation missions for areas, even if it's just so that way nothing is missable and you could go back, because there's a lot of missables in Tactics Advance. And I really hate that. That's the one thing I hate about that game, is that if you don't play certain missions with March's certain characters, you cannot get certain things on him forever. And, like, you might say to yourself, oh, yeah, you know, who cares? That's whatever. But I don't know. I feel like making him a blue mage, at least to teach learning, was kind of... that was a really interesting playthrough of it I made a couple years ago. Looking back on it. Being able to have learning on the main character like that was kind of dope. That was interesting, because it meant that every time he got hit by anything... I just think blue magic is such a really underused... misused ability in, like, almost every Final Fantasy game it's in. And I want them to treat it better. Like, I don't know. I feel like you need you need the game to be a little bit open-ended, right? So, like, you could run around and learn things in different orders and stuff. Because, like, 10 is too linear. And maybe 5 does it really well. I don't really remember much about 5. Like, 5 was okay. I didn't hate 5 or anything, but it's not my favorite by far. Dude, how the fuck? This game is so stupid. I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Unbelievable. Alright, what am I doing again? I think we're just wasting time. Well, we already completed Weavile. That was way overdue. I guess we could go get Mimic. Then we have to Mimic dance in and out of combat. Well, let's look for the sisters. Well, here's one. Oh, I thought that was a Typhlosion. I don't even know how I thought that was a Typhlosion. I'm not gonna lie to you. In my head, there was some weird, like, fuckery going on for half a second. Even I was like, what the hell? Oh, this game. This game is so great, man. I don't know why. I just never get bored of this game, man. There's always something to do. Every time I play this game. 91 parts. 91 parts. This is going to be my most played game on the channel, besides Battlefield 4, because Battlefield 4 is an ungodly amount of footage. I actually need to see how much footage it is, because that one website I was using was wrong. I need to see what the duration of footage is by game. Because that one website I was using said like 6 days, and that wasn't correct. I don't know why. I mean, I could add it up in a spreadsheet. Yeah, I could add it up. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I could add it up in a spreadsheet. Never mind, I was wrong. I'm gonna add it up in on the Google spreadsheet. Total time spent or some shit. Since it's calculated, I have to load up each playlist and then put it into the sheet. That wouldn't take long, and then that way we can figure. Well, okay. The reason why I can't do it with this is because if you have a stream in your YouTube playlist, the add-on I use does not detect the length of the playlist correctly, right? Because it says, oh, this stream is of indefinite length. We don't know how long the stream is, so it's a little bit weird because I always have another Arceus part queued up. I guess I could do some finagling and remove it temporarily. Right, you know, it's not crazy. It's not gonna ruin anything. What the hell is that? Bronze on. Okay. Anyway, you get my point. Okay, well, let's go pick up some of these packages, I guess, like a Amazon deliveryman. Oh yeah. What was it? The fucking Pyra and Mithra amiibos came in today. Hot gluers rejoice. Oh, that was kind of a dirty joke. God damn. This content's not for kids, by the way. I might play kids games. It's not for kids. I say this to YouTube. I say it to everyone. This is not a kids channel. Now, I know when I was a teen, no one was stopping me from watching anything I wanted on the internet. But, like, you know, I'll at least put that warning out there. Fair play. I'm not trying to, like, be one of those fucking Elsa Gate assholes. Okay. We have to get away first, and then we'll teleport. Then we'll find our shiny of the stream while trying to do as much stuff. We need to get a Hippowdon, stuff like that. I'd like to ideally get my shiny as early as possible so we could get down to, you know, power leveling 1 or 2 Pokemon. I guess we should do Bonsly. Yeah, we should do Bonsly. It'll be work, but at least that way I could find a shiny one. Bonsly or Sudowoodo? Which one do I need? Where's Bonsly? Okay, Bonsly, we need to see one more leap out of an ore deposit. That only happens on this map. And Sudowoodo, we just need to catch a bunch, which is bullshit. Alright, can we get lucky and get the Bonsly now? Remember I was doing this back in the day when I was trying to complete Bonsly ages ago? I'm pretty sure most of it is like, there's one ore right here. Alpha Mischievous. Right? I forget, I need to look on the map. That map that they have on Cerebi is like really good. 10 out of 10. That's always there. Dude, it's so terrible. Can't find what I need. That and the Apom, all these ones that have to spawn from nodes are so impossible. That is such a waste of time. I can feel the life force draining out of me. Drop by drop. What do we need? Do we need anything for Magnezone? Let's see. Number caught. Yeah. Let's just do this. This is just free. I mean, this is the only way to get it. No, we could evolve Magnetons, but this is... Wait, where is it? Yeah, this is guaranteed to be free. I think there's another one on the other side of the map, right? So, like, you might as well just catch it here. Because there's no AI. Would I be up for doing the new variant? Yeah, sure. I have to do the new Hildebrand shit. Hildebrand came out and I didn't even know. I'm over here doing a Blue Mage stream. And as soon as I went to raid, so I did Blue Mage shit, right? I'm like, oh, whatever. All right, well, that's great. Because I thought the Hildebrand stuff was coming out later in patch 4.7. I have no idea what I thought. I forgot there was new Hildebrand. I was like, dude, that would have been the perfect palette cleanser after doing all that stupid, bomb dropping nonsense, right? Or meteor dropping. I was gonna do it, man. It was gonna be I forgot. I didn't forget. I thought it was coming out. I don't know, man. I fucked that up. I should have been on top of that. That was easy bread. That was an easy mode stream right there. Blue Mage into fucking Hildebrand would have been lit. I would have been crying my ass off again. Yeah, I haven't done either of the variant or Criterion dungeons. I don't know shit about them, so like I said, I was so busy focusing on is he not here? Where's the other there it is. I was so busy focusing last year on what is it called? Hephaestus. I didn't have time to really learn anything else. What is this flight path? I don't think I've ever caught this one. This flight path is absolutely absurd. Was it Ocarina? Whoa, 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 whoa. He moves fast as fuck. It was Ocarina where you have to fire an arrow between those two pillars to get fire arrows, right? I think. All right, there you go. Easy. Okay, now we can leave, right? We could hit up the usuals. What do we have? Gudra. We need to defeat a Gudra, and then after that, we don't have to fuck with Gudra anymore. See, that's my goal, is to basically get rid of all these different, like, catch this Pokemon, find it here, do this to it in the overworld. I want to get it down to where I just have to fight a Pokemon, and then use its moves. That's it. Because if I could do that, then we just shiny hunt, and we just use whatever Pokemon is appropriate enough for the shiny hunt, and that's it. I don't have to worry about all this weird stuff. Right? So, like, see, all these other ones is just use the Pokemon. Right? So we just have to defeat this Gudra. I don't know, the first one working on the second one. There's 12 endings? Wait, so you do this. This sounds complex as fuck. Unless maybe it's just, like, easy DPS checks. I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea, to be honest. I haven't done one. I unlocked it. I just didn't do it. This sounds complex as hell, Ash. I don't know. Oh, come the fuck on. I low-rolled? You gotta be fucking... Okay, I'm gonna survive this. This fine. Unbelievable. This is actually the perfect catching, the perfect catching health. But I don't need to catch it. Wow. I was about to get mad. Okay, that didn't happen. We have crisis averted. It's not that hard. Okay. All right, maybe I'll look into it at some point. I've just been too busy trying to record and do other stuff, so that's mostly why. And I know that when I'm ready to do it, it's gonna be there. I know we're gonna have tons of time this, you know, in August and stuff, and in September, right? Because the next patch probably isn't until like Thanksgiving, right? Because it was in what, May? 4 months from May will be like September-ish, late September, early October. So yeah, maybe like, okay, maybe like October-ish we'll have a new patch, right? Because it's about 4 months. So I got time. You could swap class into... Oh, good lord. Oh my god. The second one involves Kugane and Hancock. Okay, that's good. Wait, there's story to it? No one told me that there was... Whatever. No one told me there was story involved in this. I would have definitely done it way sooner. The fuck? Wow. Well, I mean, hopefully it's, like you said, hopefully it's not too difficult. I mean, I'm sure it's probably a little bit harder than, like, maybe expert, but maybe it's not, like, extreme levels. I don't know. I have 3 extremes to learn. Obviously, at this point, Barbaricha is probably a joke, so I'm not, like, worried. Not that I know I can't clear it. I mean, obviously I could clear it. I just, my static cleared it. That was, like, one of the few days they grouped up and they did it, and it was outside of our normal raid days, so I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna go stream or something, and then they cleared it. I'm like, fuck! I didn't do it. No, Barbaricha is a joke now. In terms of gear score, we have more than enough gear score to kill Barbaricha, no problem. Extremes are always jokes, even when they come out, because it's a gear check. Like, as long as you have reasonably decent gear, you could beat the shit out of them. When I did Ruby Weapon was a joke. We didn't even see half of Phase 2, and that was an expansion ago. Well, no, again, I'm not saying personal skill, Ash. I'm saying in terms of gear. Now, I'm not talking, like for you, it's because you're inexperienced. I'm saying personal gear-wise, it's a joke now. Because we have an entire new tiers amount of gear and armor and stuff. So what would have hit for half your life bar will now hit for a quarter, which means who gives a shit anymore? It's whatever. Yeah, see, like, you see how Zodiark is a joke now? That's because we have so much good gear, and it wasn't... the 2 that come with the expansion are never hard anyway. Lakshmi was always easy, but people just didn't know how to fucking vril anything. What is it? Nose pass. Where the fuck is this thing? We need to defeat it with ground type moves. Okay. I like how this game just becomes Monster Hunter. Do you have any ground type moves? No, we have to come back. I don't have any... What do I need you for? Bitter Malice? You don't learn any ground type. You learn Bulldoze. Oh my god, dude. This is the best Pokemon in the game. Seriously. For, like, actually fighting. It's amazing. I love it. I have to put on Fire Punch. I'm gonna forget. I love this Pokemon. Gallade is so good, man. Yeah, no, at this point, the gear score is such a insignificant check. It's like, you're not... No one's gonna have any difficulty with that. That's why Savage is such a pain in the ass, because everyone... You need gear score to survive certain hits, otherwise there's a chance or a guarantee that you just outright die. And I watched it happen. I was raiding with one of my friends. He has like 3 characters because he's a crazy raider. He raids all the time. And he was like, listen, I'm probably just going to die on this hit. It's going to deal 78, and I only have 77k. And I'm like, nah, dude, it's fine. It's whatever. You'll be all right. So one time he survives it, no problem. And then the next time he dies outright to it. He's like, well, it did 78. It did like 78,200 damage, and I only have like 77,800 or something. So he's like, I was like just over 400 HP killed me. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. And then I basically never let him die that way again. I was like, all right, I'll just throw the thing on you. It's fine. So yeah, that's how it works. Oh god, okay, that could have been bad. Stand up, get up. Thank you. I don't want these other ones to backstab me or whatever. We just have to defeat this. Wait, it's gonna move? Oh shit, it is fast. That is fair. I'm weak to that. I heard Rubicante is easy. People were running solo healer strats on Rubicante ages ago. So Rubicante is probably easy. I've seen, like, I don't know anything about Golbez. I haven't really looked into it. I'll have to fuck around and find out. It is what it is. As I said, I know it's easy. I know I could do it. I just haven't done it. I'll just throw up a party finder, be like, yo, anyone that wants to help out, more than welcome to join or whatever, and that'll be it. And that's how I cleared it. That's how I cleared Ruby Weapon. I was like, hey, I didn't do this. Please feel free to help teach, whatever. So Alright, let me put this on real quick. Documents. Pokemon Legends Arceus full dex completion. I have to skip a week. What day is it today? The 22nd. Jeez, this month went by fast. No shiny yet, Viv. Welcome to the stream. But we did complete Weavile, which is nice. So I will fill that in as done. Okay. And then let me put this in because we did not play last week. Wait, what the fuck? Did we not play on Saturday the 30th? Wait, what day is it? Oh, wait, what day is it today? Oh, this is the wrong month. I'm about to say, what the hell? Oh my god. I'm losing it. I'm finally losing it. Okay, we'll fill it in later, as needed. But yeah, that's how you learn things in games. You just have to learn. You fuck up. You know you apologize. As long as you're with people that are. Skyrim is definitely tomorrow. Yes, 100%. That's how I learned to really get better at 14. Is I learned that hey, there's things I don't know. And basically now it's that you get to a point where you know your rotation enough, and you've been in enough situations where you've been thrown off your internal rhythm that. Most of it is just learning to it. Okay, let's go defeat some Mistrevises. I think that'll be a little bit better. Most of it just becomes like, how do I adapt my rotation to this fight? Which usually is, it's very rare that you need to make really drastic changes anymore. So like for me personally, like as a tank, like there's moments like in P9 where I have to ask myself, hey, he's about to do Levin Strike. Do I begin my gnashing or do I just hold it? And really it ultimately depends on if I lost a GCD somewhere earlier in the fight. If I did lose a GCD somewhere earlier in the fight, I probably won't get the last hit. And like, yeah, he'll come back fast enough that I won't drop it. But then I have to mentally pause myself halfway through the rotation. It gets complex like that. Sometimes it's just easier to not think about it in that manner. And to just, you know, go with the flow. You know what I mean? And that's real stuff that you have to think about on the fly. And I think that that's what makes Final Fantasy really good and really fulfilling. Is that it's a lot more... It's definitely more of a thinking man. And this is not to shit on World of Warcraft, but it's definitely more of a thinking man's MMO than World of Warcraft is. WoW is just... You push buttons. It's whack-a-mole, right? Whereas 14, you really have to stay up to date with what you're doing in your rotation and how that impacts what you're going to do in the near future. We actually don't need to KO them. Oh, wait, we do. Okay, thank you. 0. They just run, right? I think they just teleport away. Oh, fuck. It never came back. He went all the way over there. Yeah, they just run. Mistrevises don't actually really fight. Wow, he got to move twice. What a bunch of bullshit. Alright, fuck it. That kind of sucks. I can see why I've never really defeated them in this game. Because they just run. There you go. It's a lot of extra work. You have to, like, walk around them and shit. But yeah, I like that you have to think and figure out and think your way through a problem. I feel like it's more rewarding when your actions are more complex and have more repercussions. So I don't know. That's one thing I do like. And yeah, it does mean that there's a pretty big learning curve. But I mean, what game is worth it that doesn't have a learning curve? You know? One of the big reasons I like playing video games is because there's a learning curve and you have to think. There's no gameplay or thinking when you... Well, I guess, you know, the book is more different. If you're reading a book, it's more for what's in the book than how you do the book. I don't know. Obviously, there's a fun element to it. But it's also cool to, like, figure things out, you know? Oh my god, that's definitely that's from the side, whatever. See if I could blow it all away. with one hit. No. He's gonna leave now. Or maybe not. Nice. Game with no learning curve jump. Was it dive kick? I thought it was called dive kick. I mean, I don't know. There's like, that's a multiplayer game, right? Like when you're competing against someone, there's always a learning curve. You have to learn how people play the game, right? So like, there's probably like footsies and stuff. Very minimal, but you know, it's probably there somewhere. Oh, I never buffed you? Really? No, I did. Yeah. Okay. Pebble. Yeah, here we go. Okay. That's not going to help enough. I mean, I really don't want to put anything into it, right? Oh, I never cleared... Oh, no, I did clear it. Okay. Years since I've seen it. Maybe dive kick. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's why I like Pikmin 2 is a game I just played. That game has a ridiculous learning curve. But like, you see, I think Pikmin 2 is fairer than something like Dark Souls, because a lot of stuff in Dark Souls is just arbitrary. Like, learning how to cast a spell in Dark Souls might be one of the most confusing things if you don't start as a spellcaster. I don't think they put down like the signs that tell you how to cast a spell or whatever. So like if you start as a knight or something and you want to like spec into some extra healing, right? So you know, you're not fully reliant on Estises. And again, I like Dark Souls. The Soulsborne games are not really my cup of tea. Like I could play them, I could sit around and try to beat them for, you know, however many hours. It's not really my cup of tea. Oh shit, where'd he go? Thank you. But, like, you know, I think it's more fun when you have a game like Pikmin 2, and you're learning how the different Pikmin interact and things like that. How is Pikmin 4? Very good. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's definitely meant to be more of a slow burn, right? That's why they limit you on how many Pikmin can be outside the onion initially and things like that. It's definitely meant to be a more simplistic game. They definitely rebalanced it around that. There's a couple things I don't like you can only have 3 types out on the overworld at any given point. At least so far. I don't know if it changes later on. And yeah, stuff like that. In other words, I'm a Ravenclaw? Well, then I picked the correct house when I played Hogwarts. I love puzzles. That's my favorite part of a Zelda game. That's why I like Master Quest. I like being forced... Well, Ocarina did it, and they never did it again. They just made Master Quest become, like, super hardcore mode. If you get hit once, you can't heal because the game wasn't designed for you to not get hearts this early. Which is exactly why Wind Waker Hero Mode for me was kind of hard at first, and then it became easy. Because once you have enough materials, it's easy. I miss Hogwarts sometimes. I really think about that, like, once a week. I'm like, damn, like, I just miss that feeling of running around and exploring and all that shit, you know? That was fun. That was a really fun experience. I don't know. That's what we need more open world games like that. Like, they should make one of that for Star Wars. I would love that. That would be right up my alley. Even though that's technically just what Fallen Order is. Not really. It should be one where I don't know, again, maybe if Luke's New Order wasn't so fucking ruined, then we could have something like that, you know? But unfortunate. This Hogwarts, why not go back? I should actually get the platinum for it. That is true. I do like it enough to get the platinum. I think I will. At some point I will. I just need to see what the platinum entails. I don't know if it requires difficulty. It probably doesn't. That probably would be like a pretty easy platinum. Yeah, I probably would do that at some point. But there's, see, my thing is, other than this game, I like to play new games I haven't played before on stream. So like our BioShocks, our Horizon DLCs, you know, our Skyrims. I like to play things I haven't played before on stream. Like, that would just be indulgence, which isn't bad. I mean, it's my stream at the end of the day. I should generally try to have fun on it, but I just want to play something new. That's why I'm probably going to buy it again when it comes to Switch. Just to see, A, how badly it performs, and B, just why not? Just fuck around on it. Do a Gryffindor playthrough. Nah, Gryffindor's boring. See, all the other houses are boring. That's the thing, man. They're all boring. Ravenclaw is just the best. hardcore carrying that house on my back. Okay, that's it. Well, we got a lot of snarls in, which is nice. What else? Yeah, let's just keep using snarl. And then we'll evolve it. We have to use nasty plot. We have to stun Zoroark using items. Which, I don't even know where Zoroark is. We have to use agile style moves. So we're going to be using this Zora for a long time. It's going to be a key part of our party for quite some time to come. So we need to find something that's weak to Snarl. Maybe some ghost types or something. Oh, let's go get the Frostlass while we're literally right above her. I hear someone talking shit about my... I thought you meant your real life house. Hell yeah, I'm talking shit about your house. I just have the best house. The best house with, like, no one major in it for the story. So if I wasn't Ravenclaw, these other houses just wouldn't exist in my playthrough at all. Or Ravenclaw just wouldn't exist. It's so fucking awful. That is definitely a swing and a miss. And I definitely feel kind of sad. And I mean, I don't have, like, any super loyalty to it. Because to be honest with you, I didn't really give a shit about Harry Potter. Partly I just like it because it's a good fantasy world, the immersion was pretty good, and also because it pissed off a lot of people, and that's always a good thing. That's literally never not a fucking plus. When a bunch of people get mad at something on the internet. These people would hate Persona 5 if it wasn't cool and trendy to play Persona 5. They would fucking hate the themes of Persona 5. Persona 5 somehow lucked out. You see how the discourse around Persona 4 is so fucking toxic sometimes, and then Persona 5 just gets this random pass because everybody likes the main character for some reason. Across all political spectrums and all anythings. People hated Persona 4. You see this shit get brought up once every, like, month or two. They're like, well, why is Kanji changing his hair? It's like, dude... Y'all didn't play the game without telling me y'all didn't play the game. It's like people that worship Barrett for doing fucking terrorism. They're like, Barrett is a great guy, he's fighting climate change. And then literally, because they only ever played the remake because they're all fucking tourists, they missed the part where, what is it, the guy that's controlling the Kate Sith. Well, just Kate Sith. It's Reeve, but it's just Kate Sith. You're aggressive? Holy shit. Reeve is like, wow, how many people's lives did you fucking ruin, you asshole? Like what part of what you're doing is noble? And Barrett is not an idiot. He's aware of it. He knows that what he's doing somewhere inside his head is fucked up to people. He's aware. But nobody played the original Final Fantasy VII. Everyone just jerks off Cloud and Sephiroth and swinging big swords. No one actually played the game, let alone beat it, probably. And that's sad because it's actually a good game. I think it's overhyped, but it's definitely a really good game. It's not like Final Fantasy VIII, which is dog shit. The story is terrible. But anyway, the point is you know, people really like to pick and choose what games they plan to worship and like find zero faults in. And I will absolutely say that 7 and fucking Persona 5 has like the weirdest existence to me, because it definitely should be a game that people fucking hate. And for some reason, it's not. It's so crazy. I think it's just stylistically a really good-looking game. And that's why people really are kind of just... of course, I'm not talking about, like, average gamers. I'm talking about, like, tourists and shit. Oh, you're not... Oh, shit. You don't see me? Okay, anyway. What am I going to do to this guy? This is really annoying. What am I gonna do to this guy that's not gonna KO him? Let's do Agile Style Psycho Cut. This is gonna get stabbed though. Oh shit. Okay, that's fine. I like how Agile Style didn't mean shit. Nice. It's sad too. Like, the only thing that comes from people like looking back on games differently is like now people are actually looking at Stranger of Paradise pretty favorably. And I really love Stranger of Paradise. That's my runner-up, I think, for last year. I gotta look back at the stuff I played. Right? I forget what I played last year. That's my runner-up for last year. Absolutely. I love Stranger of Paradise. What a goddamn amazing game that was. Had no reason being a better Final Fantasy 15 than 15 was. No reason. This game could have just come out, been punch, 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 kill chaos, don't care, and it ends up having a pretty feelsy story and pretty good gameplay. I mean, like, what more could you ask for? That's the things I love about some random-ass... randomly, a Final Fantasy game will just be amazing, and there's no context for it, and it just is. And then you'll have, like, 3 mediocres, and then 1 Final Fantasy that's dog shit. It's so terrible, man. That's the thing I hate. You'll have really good Final Fantasies, and then randomly you'll just have really mid ones. Feels bad. I loved Stranger of Paradise. I recommend that game at every opportunity. There's a lot of games that I played over the last couple of years that now I just recommend at every opportunity. Because I think they're really good games. Welcome back. Doesn't work, motherfucker. Nice. Oh, this is easy then. What else is out here? What do we need off of Obama Snow? I don't even know. What do we need? Oh, we need to catch it? Ugh. What a nightmare. Any shiny yet? No, not yet. I'm not really farming too hard for shinies. I'm kind of just rambling, by the way, but welcome to the stream, Jero. Thank you for stopping by. Usually usually it takes a little bit for the shiny. I'm kind of just roaming around. I want to try to finish Zoroa's tab, so that way I could evolve it, right? You just have to use 16 more snarls. Okay, maybe not. Let's go do something else then. Let's go refresh. I mean, Haunters are easy snarls, so I got nothing against that. I think Apom is going to be one of the worst ones to get, because I knew it was some small amount of trees. What I did not know was that it was literally 2 trees in only one area. I think that's going to be one of the... The Apom shot up to being one of the worst Pokemon I think I'm going to have to do. Which is actually really funny when you consider that. It's not even reasonable to assume someone will actually complete this task outside of grinding for it. It's really kind of dumb, but whatever. Oh yeah, they don't turn. I forgot. What? Where'd it go? Okay, whatever. And then eventually we have to use Skuntank. Thank you for the subscription. We'll let it play out.
Bro, that's why he's crying right now.
Look at what you've done to him. You've actually ruined him. You fucked him up for life. Thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. Yeah, if you're interested, I've been playing this game for a long while. There's a whole playlist. Oh, yes, I love the Red Eyes. The Red Eyes are so good. I think Red-Eyed Haunter is really, really good. I mean, Ghastly just looks high. I'll be honest with you. Wait, what level is it? 37. Like, unfortunately, Ghastly just kind of looks high. A lot of Pokemon just look high, like Glalie does too. You know what, man? What a bunch of bullshit. Alright, can I do this? See if I could get him back in the fight really quickly. All he has to do is land one attack. I just need him to not do anything on that exact turn. This is not gonna work. This is so not gonna work. Go, Zora! game. Amazing. What a waste. What a waste of resources that was. I think you could fight them again. But I think what you have to do is you have to leave and then come back. And they have to go back to their normal patrol pattern. I'm gonna try that. I just need to fucking move first, man. This thing is too slow. Oh, boy. Okay. There you go. Ready? This is exactly what I'm gonna do. Roll. Roll. Here you go. Smoke bombs. What is this Bergmite doing? Dude, sometimes some of these Pokemon, I have no idea what they're doing. Dude. All this for Shiny Zoroark, really. I mean, like, Eevee was already taken care of, so just the Shiny Zoroark. I need to figure out what hole has the Zoroark in it. What? Did you hear that? Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind? It's not you. This is why I don't like the ice caves. Because if a shiny does spawn, like, how the hell are you supposed to know where it even came from? At all. No, this is the Zoroark cave. I have no idea where that was. Good thing, I mean, I saved so we could reload and try to find it. But, like, I have no idea. Where? It's above me. Well, we found the shiny. At least now I know I could reload the save if it's like disappears or something. So that is good proof that if you are underground, it will... Where is it? What the fuck? Dude. I hate this. Where is it? I'm really confused. I'm not afraid of having to reload it, obviously. I just don't know what it is. Like, it could be anything in here. Maybe it is in the cave. Mm-hmm. I think the time of day shifted, so I think it's gone now. Dude, I'm gonna have to look for this thing. This is gonna be the craziest one to find. Yeah, this is why I don't like being in the caves and being out on open water, because it's really hard to see where they are. Yeah, because basically if the Alpha Ghastly left and obviously I defeated it and something else spawned, I have no idea what it is. Well, we might not ever know. I might not find this. Who knows where this is. The caves are definitely not a great place to find a shiny. That's for sure. At least it's not in like a vortex. Where? So it's like right up here somewhere. Right? Because there's no Pokemon down here at all. Yeah, it's above me. Okay, so it's above me. I have to get up there really fast then, because it must change with the weather. The fuck is it? It's not the Glalie. It's not the Snorunt. It's not the Alpha. What? Dude. What the fuck is it? It's not the Haunter. Is it whatever one? Is it this good? Yes, it's a Haunter. Okay, never mind. Found it. Well, there's the shiny. Is he still gonna fire that? Yes, of course. Dude, how is this not? Thank you. Okay, there you go. It always makes my blood run cold to try to find shinies like that. So if you're underground, it will play it, which I guess is good. No complaints. No complaints. We found it. It was probably still there, actually, because I don't think Haunter changed with the weather. Do I want to trade shinies? Not particularly, no. Hello, Trent, who loves Pokemon. Okay. What else do we need to do? I think we could just leave. We found the shiny of the stream, so that's pretty good. What do my boxes look like? A mess. Easily. There we go. Alright, let's try to fish. I mean, I guess we don't really need to fish for anything anymore, do we? It's good enough for me. We just need to stop getting like Haunters and Starlies and Geodudes and stuff. There's a whole list of Pokemon I don't get shinies for, like, at all. Alright, so we are close with Lucario as well. Glalie, stun with items, strong style, and Ice Fang. Oh, we need to okay, let's catch the heavy specimen while we're here. Might as well. What was my favorite shiny? I just got mine. What is my favorite shiny? I would say... I mean, I like Eevee, but I don't really like Eevee that much because none of it... Oh, that's Apom. None of its evolutions look really that great besides Umbreon. I would say my favorite shiny is probably Chikorita, maybe? Torchic isn't bad. I need a shiny that looks good in its final form, and I'm not really sure what's a good shiny that, you know, looks good in its last evolutionary step. Salamence is actually pretty decent. Okay, that would be one I would say. Salamence looks pretty cool. Green is pretty alright. It's not a bad color at all. What else? Okay, let's leave. Now we can leave since we did that. Right, we'll get to Chimecho and Chingling. Avalugg. I forget what that is. There's a Bibarel over here, I think, somewhere. And we need to level up Gardevoir. In fact, that's what I should probably put my points into. Because I need to level up Gardevoir a lot. I need this thing to completely kill that, kill the Garchomp. I got my dream shiny Zoroark. Congratulations. I can only imagine how annoying that must be to get. Whether you catch it as a Zoro and evolve it, or just in general. It's hard. It's nerve-wracking, too, when it finally drops. I got a shiny Eevee out of, a space-time distortion last week, or 2 weeks ago when I played. And I was... You know, you have that initial moment. I'm sure that, like, to anyone who doesn't play this game, this sounds like complete bullshit. But you have that initial moment of disbelief, and then there's a panic. I don't know. I kind of panic sometimes if I'm not expecting it, and I was definitely not expecting that. And it's like, in that case, I can't fuck it up because, like, it'll disappear. You know what I mean? Because, like, you can't, like, save scum a space-time distortion. That was scary. It's scary, so I'm glad that you got it. Even when it spawns and I know it's safe, it's still scary. A little bit. Okay. What was I gonna do? Let's go to Cobalt. No, wait. Should we go to Cobalt? Cobalt would be good for shiny hunting. I don't know if I want to do... Yeah, let's go to Cobalt. We'll go to Cobalt at nighttime. And that way we could look for Murkrow. That's like the last shiny I want to get, like, at least 1 or 2 of. So that way I can, you know... I don't know, is it glitched? That would be so insane if Murkrow was actually glitched, though. Alright, let's turn it to nighttime. And then we'll also check for the Apom trees. Crazy thing is, I just went to an outbreak of Zorua, and the first thing I saw was beautiful and purple. Absolutely, Zorua is a beautiful color. I haven't evolved either or any of mine, but Zorua is a beautiful color. At least Hisuian Zorua. I don't know about normal. Was it? It's not Kalos. Was it from again? Unovan Zorua. It is a beautiful color. Absolutely. That's how I feel about like any of my shinies that are really good. I've had some really, really lucky pulls. I'm not gonna lie. So like that's why I'll say my luck is bad, but really I shouldn't say that because my luck has been really good in this game. Like shiny Riolus. Again, the only detriment is that the pool is so small in this game. It's very unfortunate. But yeah, no, I like Umbreon. Umbreon's really nice. Arceus is a great game, that's why I got it. Okay, it's a Hisuian. Nice, nice. I mean, I'm assuming, I assumed it was Arceus because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know anybody that really plays Violet a lot. And like, obviously, the competitive battlers have no choice, right? But like, out of all my friends that really like play and talk about Pokemon, like, most of them don't really play it unless there's a raid going on. Which is pretty much the amount that I play it. Which I probably should play it Violet more. But I'm kind of more interested in going back to, like, Scarlet and Let's Go. I kind of want to do Let's Go and be really dumb about it. I want to get a Living Dex in Let's Go, and then lose Shinies in that game. That'll be funny. Like, to me, there's just more single-player stuff to do in this, right? Like, 91 streams in, and I'm not even halfway done with perfecting the decks. But you could argue that once I get to the battling portion and everything's just battle, 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 it won't matter. It won't count, right? So, I don't know. It depends how you look at it. You see the shinies in the overworld, you get a visual and an audio indicator. Just so good. We need to make an entire fan base based around playing this game and this game exclusively. It'll be the biggest Cope fan base because we're never getting another game like this. But we need to make a fan base specifically united around this game and this game in particular. Because I have so much fun playing this game. I think this game is awful, but I have so much fun playing it. Like it's just on a different level, you know. It's like I'm playing something completely different. What level are you again? Oh shit, 65. You know. Well, Dust Noir is slow. Oh, he has terrible eyesight. See if we catch it. No, okay. That's why Shadow Punch is so good on it. But yeah, I stream this every Saturday for anyone who's interested. I didn't stream it last Saturday. I wasn't feeling very good, but I stream it every Saturday where applicable. I'm just trying to complete the decks 100%, so... if you're interested, you know, whenever. I stream most other days of the week as well. Oh, shit. Let's see if I can fight this guy. He's gonna know some Dark-type move. Let's see. Yeah, he's also tanky. Dude, of course. I knew it. That's my fault. I shouldn't have even done this. I knew it. I knew it going into it that was gonna be the case. Alright, let's just knock him out. Think about that. That's how tanky he is. He took 1 Night Slash from a Weavile. But the damage calculations are really weird in this game. They're kind of fucked up anyway. Okay. As you can see, the latter part of the dex is really annoying to try to fill out. That's definitely where most of the challenge is, either because those Pokemon are only in one area, or they have really annoying, like, things you have to do. So... The thing I'll do now is I'll check the Apoms. We'll defeat 2 more ghost types. I'll check the Apoms, and then we'll try to check the Murkrows for a shiny. Also got shiny Typhlosion and a shiny Wordier is good to get. I haven't had a shiny Cyndaquil or anything spawn in a while too. That's also pretty rare. Those are two good shinies. Like usually you just get the generics as shinies, you know? You get whatever's available in the overworld. Like right there we just caught a Haunter, right? Like Haunter is a pretty easy shiny to find because it basically is in half the areas at nighttime. It's either Haunter or Drifloon, or one of their evolutionary relatives. So yeah, that's good. I mean, if you could get shiny starters, right? Like anything like that, that's automatically really good. That's why I'm doing this, because you know what? Sometimes when you see that shiny, man, the dopamine hits right on time. It's beautiful. It's the only reason I keep playing that. I would have quit this game as soon as I completed the decks otherwise. It's that dopamine, when you hear that noise, it's so good, man. Alright, check that. That's not purple. Is it? No, it would have sparkled. From underneath, it's like red underneath. See, that's what threw me off. Alright. Oh shit, we're in luck! Remember, we don't have to fight it. We just have to see this. This is seriously one of the rarest events in the game. Very nice. Okay, goodbye. You only have to fight it. There you go. 4 out of 15, I think. It's some really stupidly high number. It's 4 out of like 15. Because they hate you. They want you to suffer. Where is Apom? There it is. Yeah, 4 out of 15. Unbelievable. Alright, let's check the other tree. I can tell you right now the other tree's not shaking, as you can see. So, these are the only 2 trees that Apom jumps out of in the game if you want to get the credit for the decks. So you have to check those 2 trees religiously. Another Eevee spawn, though. That's what I mean. Like, it just ends up not being fun to have to do that. It is, you know, whatever. I'll do it. It's not like the worst thing in the world. I probably flew past it a couple of times is really what I'm more annoyed about. Alright. Let's look at the Murkrows. Actually, I lied. Let's fight them a choke. And then I will prep for that Rillaboom. I do need to do that, and to do that I need to kind of play Scarlet. So at some point in the near future I will also play Scarlet on stream as well. And just beat it, and just get it out the way. You know, just it's time. That's my secret. I'm not gonna play, or I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just let Ash talk for like 3 hours on my stream. I'm just gonna be quiet because I'm gonna be annoyed the whole time. God, I cannot sit through those games. They're terrible. Okay, well, no Murkrow over here. We can climb up now. Octillery. 1, 2. My luck with Murkrow has been so bad, I feel like it's glitched. Like, oh shit, that's not bad actually. Fucking alpha. I feel like it is glitched though, in a way. Like, no one can have luck this bad, right? Like, that was one of the earliest Pokemon I dex perfected. And I've been in Murkrow events. I've seen hundreds of Murkrow. I cannot find a single shiny Murkrow, not even one. That's so crazy. And there it goes. That would have been the one, too. Just so the game could screw me over. That would have been the one. And then someday we have to do Paris as well. Paris and Parasect, because those are also 2 really popular overworld Pokemon. Okay. Let's look for the sister. Yep, she's here. Very nice. Mothim is another one I have to use. So, like, yeah, there's a couple. I think what I'll do after this is I'm going to evolve Zorua. We can go fight a Magikarp and spam out, what is it called? The move. Nasty Plot. We have to use Agile Style, so we'll use that as well, which will make it take a little bit longer, but we'll knock up 2 birds with 1 stone. And then, I don't know, I guess we could keep looking after that. We're going to run out of Magikarp moves eventually. Give it another couple streams. Like, we just won't have any more moves to hit up Magikarp over. We have 2 Pokemon with Mimic. Maybe, like, a couple more Pokemon with buff moves. I mean, I could look through the decks maybe, like, later or something. And then the majority of other moves are battle moves, right? Like, Dartrix is one. Oshawott, Dewad, Decidueye. Those are all Pokemon where it's decks, or it's battle moves. So I'll look through the remaining Pokemon maybe on my own time, or maybe like in a couple, like a week or two, and I'll be able to figure out, okay, here are the battle moves for Magikarp. Here are the other Pokemon. I'll put it on my chart. In the description of this video should be a chart where I specifically, you know, if you want, you can follow along all the Pokemon and stuff I've been doing, because I've been trying to compile this over the last couple of weeks. I have to make a new row. What is this? Let's give you back your move. I think it's fire for Wormadam, right? Yes. Oh, we need so many more Wormadams. I don't know how I ever thought I was done. That's Burmy. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry, Bibarel hit me? Yeah, I don't know. They're Burmies out here. Okay. I guess I have to go to, like, Coronet to find Wormadams. There's actually 2 Murkrow that spawn up here, but they're so out of the way, like, I really don't even feel like chasing them half the time. I guess we could fight some of these guys as well. Alright, suplex them. Go. What? Oh, come on. Are you serious? I'm fucked now. How is this not a one-shot? This game is such bullshit. Why did I not strong style it? I'm stupid. I forget that this game does stupid shit. I almost died because of this. Well, now the strong style was unnecessary because it was definitely a guaranteed KO. I'm gonna get shiny. Give me again, because my last one I saw ran away. Yeah, I would always save. Pretty much any shiny in the game that's not from a space-time distortion, I would definitely save. The second it spawns in, 100%. And try to have sticky globs. Those help. Gumi, yeah, I would definitely save. That's why I'm always afraid of that. I've lost 2 shiny Pokemon. One because I literally missed every Pokeball I threw at it. It was a Mime Junior, so it wasn't really a big deal. And then the other one was because the time of day changed and Yanmega disappeared from that spot at night, or during the day. That was actually probably the worst of the 2. And I did save for the Yanmega, but there was so little time between that and the time of day shifting, there wasn't enough time for me to get it. So yeah, there are opportunities for you to lose shinies because, again, the day-night cycle or the weather changes or things like that. There's not really a lot you can do in those cases. You're just, unfortunately, boned. I just got a shiny Mime Jr. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I kind of was going to catch it and then import it into Sword so I could get a shiny Mr. Rhyme. Not that you can bring that into Scarlet Violet, but again, I try not to rant about my dislike of Game Freak anymore because it just gets annoying. That's why I was happier talking about 14 like a couple minutes ago, like an hour ago. Because even though there's things I don't like about 14, there are things that I think are really well done in it, and those are the things I really like to talk about with people. So I did not know they had story in the variant dungeons. And the what is it? Is it Criterion that are the hard ones? I think Criterion are the hard ones, and Variant are the easy ones. But I think Variants are just the theme park rides for people that don't want to commit too hard, and Criterion are the... Because I heard it was like Savage Tier, but I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. I don't know anything about it, so... Alright, we could actually finish Lucario today as well. Maybe we'll do that as on top of it, you know? That'll be pretty easy. I guess what we could do is we could go back and we could go try to make more Murkrow spawn. Since now, at this point, I kind of know, like, where every Murkrow spawns, basically. Yeah, let's go teleport back. I didn't pick up any of these. I mean, I guess I should pick them up now, right? I would love to get a Murkrow, or shiny Murkrow. It would be so good. That's like one of the few Pokemon I don't have a shiny of, or some evolutionary line of it I don't have a shiny of. Like Eevee, I'm just greedy. I'll admit. I just like shiny Eevee. I am greedy. I just want a lot of them. I want a lot of them. I'm willing to put in the hours for it. I just want them. But like Murkrow, I've wanted a legit shiny Murkrow for years, and I've never gotten one. It's like the most heartbreaking thing of my entire Pokemon existence. Although I do have one in Crystal, so like technically I do have one, but I'd have to import it from Johto. I have to pay for that. I don't want to do that. So technically I do have it, because I was doing the Ditto breeding method. I've talked about this before, definitely while playing this game, but I was using the IV Ditto breeding method in Pokemon Crystal. And, like, yeah, it takes a while. I think I'm up to, like, Dratini or something. I haven't done it in months. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm a little burnt out on it. It takes a long time to really get any results from it. Because remember, in Gen 2, there's no Flame Body. That was something that happened in Pokemon Emerald and onward. There's no Flame Body. You move at a pretty slow pace, even on the bike. It just takes a really long time to get results from it. And so because of that, I just, you know, it's a method I don't really like tapping into too much. It was fun back when I wanted all the starters and stuff shiny. Now, not so much. Now it's kind of like a nuisance. It definitely is a time sink, for sure. That's what I mean. I used to be really into breeding. Like, breeding on Pokemon was really fun to me. And it would still be again if they stopped fucking with it. I would love to do it. I love breeding. It's so... It's like solving a puzzle, you know? Okay. And there's nothing wrong with solving a puzzle. You know, figuring out where you could find these Pokemon from, importing them, pushing them forward. You want to get the right Pokeball, you know, stuff like that. I love that. I thought that was really fun. Genuinely. You get the right Pokemon, the egg moves and everything. I'm over here being fucking Gregor Mendel and all this other shit. Basically almost running real-life Punnett squares for Pokemon. It's insane. Was it Mendel or Mendeleev? I think it was Mendeleev, actually, right? Crossing streams, all sorts of crazy stuff. Man, this thing looks purple all the time. That is an insane color. See, Murkrow got a good shiny. They just gave Dust Noir trash. It's terrible. How heartbreaking. Oops. But yeah, Viv, I think Pikmin 4 is really good. Not to answer your question really late, I'm really enjoying myself. So I played a bunch of it today as well. I am going to probably take a little bit of a break from it for a little bit. Maybe tomorrow I'll play 16 or something. So we'll see. I just need another day where I could dump 7 hours into a game. That's what we need to get to. Dude, how could I never find a shiny for this Pokemon, ever? This is so bullshit. And look how many of them spawn, too. This is what floors me about it. Look how many Murkrow spawn, and I can't find a single one. That's insane. Oops, I forgot that's not how that works. Is the Growlithe still here? I was gonna say I'll catch it if it is. Oh, it is. Okay, I will catch it. Wait, is that an Arcanine? No, it's just big. It's just really that big. Music fading? Yep. I don't think that's as reliable as I originally thought. I used to think it was really... Where's the moon? Okay, we got time. I used to think that was a really reliable tell. It doesn't really seem that reliable anymore. Okay. But you know what? That's the one thing I will say I like a lot about playing Pokemon games, is building your living decks is really fun. And I think that that should be something that they always have in any Pokemon game. Like, building the living decks in Brilliant Diamond was seriously fun, man. That was some of the most fun I think I'd had in a while. And to think, if they never released it, I might not have come back to Pokemon the way I did. I definitely would not be playing Arceus if it was not for Brilliant Diamond. As bad as Brilliant Diamond is, and as much stuff as it's missing, it is very refreshing to have that blast from the past, you know? Okay, what do we have? Dude, look how many... Is Murkrow glitched? I'm gonna be, like, really frustrated by this for, like, a month. And then the game is eventually just gonna give up the ghost and let me have it. Okay, well, let's get some more Lucario credit, I guess. And then we'll reset. There's no reason for us to stick around here, I guess. Because we're only a couple more moves away, right? Yeah, we're 5 usages of close combat. And I think, what, like 2 usages of Aura Sphere? Rapidash would also be another one to really work on, because I just have to use Fire Blast and a couple more moves. Okay, beautiful. I don't think I need it. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Okay, fight the next one. Another Murkrow spawn. Dude, this is gonna torment me forever, dude. Every time I go to either this area or Crimson, I'm looking for it, and I just never get it. It's so heartbreaking. Everyone else is really lucky with it. Ash has one. I think Ash caught hers in this game. That's so crazy. I could have like 5 or 6 duplicates of one Pokemon and not a single one of this one. And this is not even a rare Pokemon. That's so... My luck is really strategically bad for just this one thing. And this one thing alone. It's so weird. All the way at the bottom. You want to trade? I mean, I have nothing to do. Well, I mean, there's not really much for me to trade for, I don't think. I need to use it 5 times. Okay. Let's get rid of close combat. Oh, it was a gift? Never mind. I thought you caught it in this game. Never mind. I was gonna be so insanely jealous. I'm like, dude, her luck is so much better. No, I don't want it. I want to catch my own. I need to have the OT be my name. Absolutely. That means everything to me. If I don't have the OT be my name, I technically don't count. Not technically, I don't count it at all. Plus, it has a nickname. I don't want it to have a nickname. My Murkrow will be pure. Nicknames are like tattoos, right? Okay, well, not totally. Sometimes they're good. Fortuna the Skorupi someday will come back and take some region by force. It will be glorious. She'll make me very proud. She's still in here. I'm never gonna lose her, obviously, but you know. All right. Well, if that's the case, we have 5 more uses of Aura Sphere. That should come naturally, right? I think we're done with close combat. Yep. So we have 5 more usages of Aura Sphere, and then we're done. And then after that, we're working on Zoro is also done, and then we'll be on to Zoroark. So let's get out of here. I mean, I guess I should look down Fire Spit Island real fast. I guess we could also fly across the sea as well to waste time. I never get shinies on this part of the map. Yeah, I guess I should go back to Crimson and see if a shiny spawns there for Murkrow. I don't know, I feel like there's more opportunities here. I should Google it. Yeah, I should probably Google it and just look it up and be like, alright, so someone probably has already, you know, figured out the best path or something. I don't know. I feel like the path I know isn't bad, but yeah, anyway, drop. Alright, fuck this, let's leave. We also made a ton of money, and we found a lot of sisters. We had triple sisters right off the bat. Yep. Alright, so Zoro was done. We'll put that on the list. And then we'll get Lucario today as well. We're only 5 usages away, so that won't be too bad. Golduck is down to usages. We got Apom progress. We just really need to come here, set the time to night, check the Apom trees, fly around the entire crescent, and then check the northern spots for Murkrow, leave, rinse, repeat. And that's really what I should do, just to farm it out. I should farm both of those at the... Ooh, this is really good. I'm gonna save... I could probably burn through the Rufflets faster, even though I kind of want to get my shiny Gyarados. So I might actually reset here, because I kind of want to get one of these. These are 2 of my favorite Pokemon to shiny hunt. So unless we get a random shiny or something else happens, I'm definitely going to reset if we don't get anything out of this. These are 2 of my favorite Pokemon. I don't even know why I like Rufflet so much. That was actually one of the few Pokemon I caught a bunch of... I caught 2 shiny Rufflets in Violet. Of course, Pokemon look so weird in Violet. Like, they look just weird. I don't know. As much as I shit on, like, Sword and Shield, at least the Pokemon look like Pokemon. They did some weird, like, extra graphical overhaul for Violet. I don't know why. It's not, like, awful, awful, awful. But it's also not, like, good, good, good. You know, it's kind of meh. If the game didn't run at 30... negative frames, it would be better. Hopefully the DLC for Violet will be good. That's the only thing that could save that game, is really good DLC. That second one where we're like doing like a exchange program could be interesting, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, as I was saying, Ash, right now I'm watching One Piece. One thing you mentioning the Lucario movie kind of brought it up. I would maybe like to watch the Pokemon anime. Like, I don't know if I'd start over, because I did watch everything up to like Hoenn back in the day. This is back around the time when Unova was new, a little bit. Not really, I don't think. What else? But I got a lot of anime to watch. So that's why I kind of don't know if I want to sit through another 1,000 episode anime. Poor Ash, man. I'm never going to care about Pokemon again, the anime, ever again, now that Ash is gone. That's done. Dumpstered. Honestly, once I'm done with One Piece, I'm probably just going to watch like Hunter x Hunter, Gintama, Code Geass, all the 2010 stuff I didn't watch for one reason or another. I think Rufflet shiny is brown. So we have enough Rufflets. Eventually I'll figure out what I'm going to do with all these shinies. That's it? Wow. Okay. Reset. That's why I used Weavile, because I knew Ice Shard just isn't going to do anything. It's fine. So now we're going to go to Coronet. We'll see if we get a shiny Magikarp, which would be nice. If we get a shiny Magikarp, I really should use a red Gyarados. That is such a really good shiny, man. I'm telling you, Gen 2, man, back in the day was poppin'. Ugh, so good. That's why I could never get into Gen 1 the same way. I know it's because, you know, people grew up with it, but man, Gen 2 was poppin'. Here's a shiny, here's all sorts of stuff, and then you beat the game, and they're like, oh, you thought you were done? Go back and collect the Kanto badge. Man! Fuck! They're so... Oh, they're geniuses. That was peak. We will never have Pokemon games where they put that much effort in again. It's over. It's over for us. We will never get that again. Where is this thing again? I had to look up what the Bonsly spawns are to begin with, because even I don't remember. I remember two of them. I remember that one on the steps, and then the one at the edge over here. I don't remember anything else. It's been a little too long. Yeah, okay. Wait, what do we need out of Gabite? Dragon types, I'm pretty sure. I should make a list. I need to go down and make a list, so that way I don't have to check every 5 seconds. Like, this Pokemon needs Dragon-type moves. This Pokemon needs to be found without being spotted. I need to do that and then just not save, so that way I don't run up my timer when I'm recording it. Maybe I'll do that tonight, right? Because today's Saturday, correct? Yeah, today's Saturday. So if today's Saturday, that means maybe I could do it during Toonami? Yeah, I guess. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Oh, let me evolve, and then we could do Bitter, not Bitter Malice. What's the other move again? Or Spirit, yeah. We could do, what is it called? Nasty Plot. We'll just spam it. Luckily, Magikarps are chill. They don't run away. They don't care. Like, could you imagine doing a Basculin event? Basculin just insta-flees, so you would have to save, and then you have to see where it spawns in the thing, and then afterwards, oh, it spawns here, whatever, then that, you would have to, like, situationally catch yourself down to it, and then ideally you save right before it spawns, so that way, like, it doesn't spawn, immediately see you, and flee. Like, I feel like that would be an easy way to take an L on that. Is you think you're gonna save right as it spawns, even if you're moving away, you know, really quietly or whatever, and then it leaves. Do I have the shiny charm? Yes, absolutely. I would not even dream of doing this without the shiny... What? I wouldn't dream of doing this without the shiny charm. That would actually just be sadistic. Or I guess it would be masochistic. Yeah, in order to get the full ending of the game, you have to get the shiny charm. Alright. That's enough from Lucario. So Lucario's done. Let's evolve. At least we'll get a boost to stats and we can change our move pool now. How do you get it and when do you go live? Okay, so the way that you get the shiny charm, the way you get the shiny charm is you have to get every Pokemon in the Dex to research level 10. So you see how for certain Pokemon I have the research, well, every Pokemon I have the research level of 10. Some of them say perfect, that doesn't matter for the shiny charm, but for every single one you need to get it to complete. So you need to complete every task and every entry, or no, I'm sorry, you just need to complete enough tasks that you get 10 points for that Pokemon, and that's how you get it, basically. Right? So once you get every Pokemon to research level 10, including Arceus, but not including Darkrai, Shaman, and I think Manaphy and Fion, you go to Professor Laventon, and he evaluates your Pokedex, right? And then he evaluates and he says, wow, a complete Hisuian Pokedex. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then you get the whole ticker tape, and it's a whole cutscene, and that's like the actual definitive end of the game, is getting every research level to 100. Now, getting every research level to perfect, some Pokemon just become perfect immediately. Like Arceus is perfect instantly. Other Pokemon are not, right? So like you have to complete all these tasks to get them to perfect. That just gives you extra rolls on top of the shiny charm, on top of anything else. So there's a whole chart, which I never put in when I really should, and I will put it in eventually. I'm never going to remember though. That shows like the odds of finding a shiny every time a Pokemon is generated by the game. And obviously the shiny charm helps. Now, when do I go live? On Saturdays, it varies, usually 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Specifically for Arceus, because it's Saturday, I could do 6 to 7. Usually at like 10 or 11, I stop. I'll go a little bit longer because I record with my friend. Because it's one of the 2 days of the week that he has off just to chill and shoot the shit. So yeah, that's why. Alright, what moves do you have again? Shadow Sneak. Here we go. I think we have to keep Bitter Malice on, yeah. So yeah, that's why. Okay. Change summary. Alright, we have 20 usages. Which means how many times do I have to use it? 25. And we already have 8. So we need 17 usages. That means 34 if we were to Agile Style it, which is about half of what we need. Yeah, so let's just Agile Style it. This is... Well, why was... He was asleep? I've never seen a Magikarp fall asleep. But yeah, this game has 3 endings. Beating the story, defeating Arceus, which requires you to have caught every Pokemon at least once, and then completing the Dex to rank 10, which is like Laventon's finale. And as I always say, in that way it's similar to like Assassin's Creed or Odyssey and Valhalla, which is crazy when you think about it. It has 3 different endings that compound on each other. After that, this game is just in permanent free roam, have fun mode, which is why it's really sad that it didn't get like a ton of update content and stuff. What a shame. This game could have had so much support, just like random little stuff thrown in to spice it up, and maybe like seasonal events and stuff, and they just abandoned it because they knew Violet was coming out later that year. What a shame. What a waste. That's really kind of heartbreaking, you know? Some poor dudes put a whole bunch of work into this shit, and that's it's hilariously enough. It's way better. I think this is way better than fucking Violet. Feels bad. Yeah. What do we have to do this 34 times, right? Because we had 17 usages, right? Yeah, so 34 times. So we need to reload. Oh fuck, because it's 20 times. Okay, so we need to reload 3 times, three and some change. All right, that's not that bad though. This is seriously the stuff that I do in my free time, you know? I really like playing games and completing them 100%. Like I say, the one thing that prevents me from doing this in most games is like missables. And it's like, okay, well now I have to keep a checklist and stuff, and you can miss out on things. Nah, I'm not doing all that, man. So I like, you know, most Zelda games don't have missables, so I would do this in like a Zelda game or something. What were we using? Yeah, you. Okay. Most Zelda games don't have like actual missables. It's mostly Final Fantasy and like other games like that. Let's see. What is going on Discord? Oh, good. Nothing. Perfect. Yeah, someday we'll do Pseudo-Widow and Bondsley. Maybe we'll do that next week. Because, like, usually once a week I do this. I'm just going to do this twice a week because Weavile was pretty fast. And then we still have to empty out the rest of this so we can see if there's any shinies in here. I would love to get a shiny out of this. That would be really good. But yeah, we're going to get this thing close to struggling. Well, we won't actually because we're moving way faster than it. That's usually how it works. But we're not moving 1-to-1. We're moving like 2-to-1. Maybe even 3-to-1. Which is good for me because I get to move more often and, you know, actually make progress on this. But it's bad if you want to watch them struggle, which I guess, why would you want to do that? So when we're done with this, we'll be at 20. And then we have to reload one more time. Well, no, we have to reload more than that because we need... Am I doing the math wrong? We need 17 usages, which is... We get 10... Oh, we're done. Yeah, no, I'm way overthinking this. I'm thinking PowerPoints. Yeah, no, we have 40 PowerPoints. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. I did the math completely wrong. Yeah, we should be done after this... 4 PowerPoints left? I forget. Right? I think... Okay, I'm thinking too hard about this. Alright, anyway. Uh, 10 and 7 would be what? 10 and 15 would be 5. Yeah, no, we should be good. Yeah. I think. It'd be a shame if I did the math wrong. Okay, what do we have now? Yeah, I used 1 extra. Yeah, I had a feeling I went slightly over. I have to figure out where Zoroark even is. Okay, so I don't know. It's probably it's somewhere in Alabaster. Obviously, I just forget what cave it's in specifically. It might be the one near the entrance. I have to see. I don't think it's a particularly hidden Pokemon or anything. I'll figure it out. And then, yeah, basically, Trent, what you do once you've gotten to this point in the game is that every outbreak has a multiplier. Oh, fuck, I need to move. Every outbreak has a multiplier for how, you know, shiny odds, basically. So when you do mass outbreaks, not massive mass, but just normal mass outbreaks, you have way increased odds. It's the highest odds in the game to get a shiny Pokemon. Massive mass outbreaks increase it slightly, and then just finding a Pokemon in the wild is, after you get the shiny charm, 1 in 819, and with perfect dex, it's 1 in 585, I think. Which all in all are pretty damn good odds. Is that it? I can't tell. Okay. So that's one of the reasons why it's so fun to shiny hunt in this game. Because as you see, you run into a lot of Pokemon just traversing the overworld. So the odds of you finding a shiny are very high in this game. Just from randomly flying around and seeing stuff, you know? Are we done with Goodra, by the way? We took a nice chunk out of that, which is really good. Are we done with Goodra? Where the hell is it? Goodra. Yes, we just have to use Goodra. Okay. We need another Ursa Luna, which means I need to find another Pete block. Or we could get lucky in an event, which won't happen. We're done with Teddy Ursa. We're done with that. We need to catch a Pachirisu while it's sleeping, and we need to defeat 5, so I guess we'll go to Crimson. We need to defeat Yen Mega with flying types. That'll be easy. We need to defeat Curlias, and we need to catch Small Specimen. Okay, yeah, that's... We're gonna go to Crimson after this. Just so that way I could maybe hopefully make a dent in that. And flying type. Oh, Heracross is another one we have to see jump out of things. But yeah, that's my new goal. From here on out, the new goal is we try to get rid of any overworld related things except for jumping out of trees. We try our best, but we're not gonna, like, you know, go super crazy over it. You know what I mean? We're gonna try our best to find Pokemon that jump out of trees, but it's not like the super requirement until we are absolutely done with everything else. And then that way I can make a list. It'll make my life a little bit easier trying to figure it out. Obviously this is gonna still take us quite a while to figure out. I need to teach this thing more moves. You have Aerial Ace? Oh, now you do. This thing does everything. Seriously, it really just does everything. Okay. What even spawns? Yeah, Yan. Dude, so Yan Mega does spawn down here. What? So why did it leave that one time? Oh, that's so stupid. Whatever. I should know better. There you go. There's tons of them. There's actually more at nighttime, which is pretty funny. And eventually we need to get back to Pokemon like Crobat and stuff. But I think that this is a better goal because, you know, trying to remember what moves to use on a Pokemon, that could be confusing, but trying to remember what to do in the overworld with them, that's a lot of mental, like, back and forth. I'm a little tired, I'm a little lazy. This just makes a little bit more sense. Okay, let's leave. That first, I guess. Makes me really wish I could play Gen 4 for the channel. That would be really fun. That would be the peak. I like how that looks like it's a fully set up area and you totally can't do anything with it. Thanks. Very nice. Oh, that's not fog from leaving, that's just fog in general. Okay. Well, luckily Aerial Ace does not miss. Doesn't even check accuracy. Actually, we could just get that right now. Is there another one? I'm going to change the time of day to night. Just so that way we can get more. Okay, what do we got over here? Okay. Where is this? Alright, well, we're gonna go play Dead Space in a few minutes, or not a few minutes, but like in a little, like a short while. So, probably gonna wrap this up. I guess maybe we'll do one sweep of Crimson real quick, and then that will what? Why are there only gold? Man, you know what? I'm getting out of here. Now the game wants to be silly about this. I'm moving. Look at that. Beautiful. So we can actually pretty much retire Lucario at this point. Very nice. I have given the name Aura to this power. Okay. It would be kind of interesting if he was the first person to actually give it a name. Okay. And we'll dumpster this. I guess what's the next big Pokemon we could work on? We could do Heatran. We should actually use Enamorus. That would probably be a good one to use. Have anything good? No. Okay, perfect. Enamorus would be a good one to level up, so that way we have a high-level fairy with really good stats. That would probably be what I should do, and then that way I could retire Gardevoir as well. And I guess I should do that, huh? That kind of makes more sense than having Gardevoir, unless I want to use Clefable. I could use Clefable, I guess. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way over here. It's getting really cramped in here, actually. We have Giga Chad, Umbreon, we have Golduck. I said I would come back for Golduck someday. Like, a lot of these Pokemon I've used. Yeah, here we go. Here's these two. I mean, like, I could evolve the Rowlet now, right? Like, there's no reason to not evolve him. And then that way, that's the Decidueye that I'll use. So yeah, maybe we could use Dartrix. This doesn't solve my initial problem, but yeah, we could use them. And we could take off Leaf Blade as well. So this is the Rowlet that it spawned at the start of the game, which is kind of cool. We're finally going to get to using them. And Oshawott too, eventually, I'm sure. You know, no big rush with that. I think what I have to do is I have to move everything over one box. So that way I have more space to put, like, actual Pokemon I've used or plan to use. Yeah, I'm going to have to sort these boxes again. We have plenty of space. It's not a matter of space. It's just a matter of knowing where things are. Also, why the hell do I have this many Bergmites? There you go. Or are these all alphas? Yeah, I gotta stop catching alphas. I think I gotta figure that out. There's too many of them, and it just ends up clogging my boxes, and I don't know what I do and don't have and stuff like that. Just ends up becoming a bit. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to evolve him. I forgot. This was just not supposed to happen. Okay, I need to go catch a Zorua. Because I messed up my living dex. I forgot. I took it from that. Okay, that's not like a big deal. But I totally forgot that I wasn't supposed to do that. Oops. Why do we have you guys? I don't even know. Okay. Anyway. It's not always going to be this crazy, right? Kind of funny how getting all these different decks, you know, living decks, or what was it? Getting Pokemon home didn't really help at all. 32 boxes is nothing, man. Oh, that Weavile, yeah, I didn't catch that. Someone traded that to me. And same thing with that. Oh, the Typhlosion. Alright, here we go. This is the first box. Okay, so now what I can do is whatever Pokemon I have at the front, we can move them. Like any ones that are like vital or good, or I've used them or something. There's like a whole row over here of Pokemon that I'm using. Right? Those are important ones. Whatever's important, we're gonna move into this box, basically. So like we have a whole bunch of Alpha EVs. I'm planning on making a set of Alpha EVs. So I'll move that there. There's actually another one. I think we have more than enough now to complete the set. I just have to evolve them. which is going to be more of a pain in an ass than anything. Where is it again? We actually, wait, is that an Alpha Sylveon? Oh my god, my work is being done for me. Are you serious? Dude, are you serious? Someone is literally doing all my work for me. I don't even need to do this. They should have made a DLC for Arceus. Absolutely. I say that every time I get on this game. I'm like, this game has such potential. It's so fun. It's so unique. And then they just flat out released it and dumpstered it. And I just feel terrible. It's like, it's such a good idea and it will never... Oh, Vaporeon's 26. It will never get the actual love and care that it deserves. And that's just a shame. It shouldn't be that way. But, you know, that's how it is. I mean, that's unfortunately how Game Freak operates, so... I know how they work. I shouldn't be surprised. Glaceon, that's it. We actually have a spare, believe it or not. Yeah, we actually have a spare. Okay, there you go. So we have a normal Eevee. Well, we don't really need a normal Eevee. We have a Vaporeon, a Jolteon, a Flareon. I guess we could swap out... Well, Espeon... Yeah, let's swap out that for that, and then this for that. There you go. No, as in, like, let's get rid of this. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Maybe I'll move it out of this game. I don't know. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that they just pretty much dropped it, then did nothing with it. And they had this game had one content update. Exactly one update. And then it ceased to exist in their eyes. It's a shame. Like, imagine if we had, like, 3 new areas or something, and it was just, you know, the survival areas right there. I say this every fucking stream, so. That's why I do need to play the Stranger of Paradise DLC, because I did say, wow, this game is amazing, and it's never gonna get a DLC, and I was really, like, half angry, like, half sad, and then it got DLC, and I didn't play it. I bought it, I need to play it, I just, really bad timing. That was a very interesting... like, muddled mess of feelings I had beating Stranger of Paradise, man. I love that game, too. It was really fun. At first, I was like, it's a Souls game, blah, blah, blah. And then, eventually, Souls game, blah, 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 became, oh my god, this game is amazing. It's a perfect love letter to the series. Which became, Shiny Murkrow? Potentially? You know you want to do it. I'll end the stream. I'll end the stream. Do it. Yeah, this is why I don't come over here. There's not a lot of Murkrow to even look at, as you can see. There's way more Murkrow in Cobalt. That's why I prefer to look there. So, okay, well. Okay. Alright. Let us go... Let's pick up all the boxes, because we're going to need that for stuff later. What else can we do over here, exactly? Oh yeah, here's the Rowlet. Welcome, welcome. Let's fly over the lake. I hate that part of the music, by the way. That sounds like the shiny thing. What did I come... Oh, we need to find a Patchy... I'll do that next time. We need to find a Pachirisu that's, sleeping. Which is really just waiting. Oh, shit, there's the Togepi. Okay. So, any shaking tree over on this part of the map is either going to be Pachirisu, Vespiquen, or... I forget what the last one is. It's a 25% chance. Is it... It's not Heracross. Is it Yanmega? I forget what it is. It's something that we need. Any shaking tree at all. Now that I'm... Oh, here we go. I was going to say, now that I'm looking for it, there's no shaking trees. Maybe it's just Wormadam. Combee, that's it. So I think it's 50% Combee, 25% Vespiquen, and 25% the other ones. I don't know. Anyway, bye. There you go. If only I'd known that. I would have been knocking down these trees ages ago, man. How did he see me if he's looking the other way? That made no fucking sense whatsoever. This game is stupid sometimes. This game breaks its own rules that it establishes. So it's like, okay, anyway. There you go. Well, looks like we're going to be finishing Combee's one pretty soon. Very nice. It's not done. We need more. How many do we need for Combee? No, wait. No, it's an Area 1 Pokemon, right? Yes. 40. So, I mean, we'll be doing this for a while. Needless to say. You only have to see 5 Vespiquens, and I forget how many Pachirisus. And remember, Vespiquen's only 25%. 25. Okay, that's not fucking great at all. Thanks. Really appreciate that one. Fucking killer. Here's another one. Oh, no, this is too far south. Oh, well. This is Burmy territory. You get the point. I just kind of wish it wasn't the same blanket chance for every tree that's applicable. I wish it was more trees more often, etc., etc. Okay, let's kill the Yanmega real quick. And that'll probably be it. This was a good stream. I mean, we got our shiny, so can't complain about that. And it didn't die. I looked away. Shit. Oops. This is bad. Oh, it's not that bad. But yeah, we got 3 Pokemon done, which is the average, and we got our shiny. So it is actually a typical stream, pretty much. Hopefully by the end of the summer, we're over 50%. I think we will be. Wow, level 18. Look at that. Alright, can't evolve. Alright. Well, what I will do is I will evolve our Rowlet over here. So that way we could start working on Dartrix. And then the last thing I will do is we need to go catch a Zorua. So I'm going to go do that. Normally I wouldn't. I would end here, or I would, you know, maybe do another hunt. Unless we get a really, really, really good Pokemon in the next few seconds. Or when we go back to base to hunt. I'm just going to reset and, you know, go from there. Okay. Alright. I don't know. You think we could find a Pachirisu that's asleep? Hi. I can't believe they don't just have a fly up button. That is... I can't... Like, who tested this game, man? I would, yeah, but I know, I wish there was DLC. There's a couple games I wish had DLC, and they just don't have them. See, at least Mass Effect had DLC. Like, I wish Mass Effect 1 had more DLC, to be honest with you, because I prefer 1. I think 1 was a much better game than 2. I am well aware I'm the minority opinion in that. I just like that 2 is definitely a, or I'm sorry, I like that 1 is definitely like a real RPG. Like, I like that there's stats and different elements at play and shit. I much prefer that than Mass Effect 2. And I like Mass Effect 2, but I just feel like 1 is not only fairer on the higher difficulties. That was another game, actually, where I had a whole-ass conversation with someone, and I was like, well, did you even play it on Insanity? Like, there's no ammo on Insanity. He's like, yeah, there's ammo, there's ammo. I was like, did you even play? He's like, no. I'm like, well, then, like this... I hate when I get into conversations like that. It's a fucking waste of my life energy. It's not going to be a Wormadam. It's not worth stopping for. I don't think alpha Pokemon can go to sleep. What the fuck? What was that? I don't even know. Okay. We just have to wait. Yeah. Yeah, this is what you have to do. I don't think feeding it makes it go to sleep any faster. Oh wait, is there a berry that makes Pokemon go to sleep? Do I have it on me? Reactions will be dulled. No. Maybe there is. I don't have it on me. I think there is a berry that if you feed it, whoops, if you give it to them, they go to sleep, maybe? I feel like there is. But that's the thing, like, there's a lot of items in this game I just never used. Because you never have to do a challenge like this. Because if you want to complete Pachirisu, you probably just catch a bunch and then you defeat a bunch and then you call it a day, basically. Something like that. Watch, it's an insomniac. Oh, it actually went to sleep. I think. Should be it. That wasn't sleep? You are fucking kidding me. Okay, I don't know. I'll figure it out later. That's fucking ridiculous. That wasn't sleep? And what's going on with this one? Oh no, it's just sitting. Okay. Dude. Waiting for Pokemon to fall asleep is the worst. It is not the worst, but it is just like, I don't even know, dude. I guess it turns green when it's actually asleep. So Pachirisu does something that almost no other Pokemon does. It sits down and then doesn't do anything. And it doesn't count as being asleep. Could have fooled me. Oh. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Thank you. Okay, now we got it. I was gonna say, that is the craziest shit imaginable. Oh yeah, let's catch this. We need it for that one guy's quest that I accepted a year ago, and I never did. I feel like I catch this like once a week. Oh shit. Amazing. Oh yeah, that's the AoE. Alright, I have to make sticky globs. Alright, now we're really done. I'm getting out of here. Let's grab this. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, waiting for Pokemon to fall asleep. That's not a very common task. It is kind of an annoying one, though. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? They killed me. Alright, yeah. So next week we're definitely going to do Pseudo-Widow and Bonsly. Unless I find another one that's, you know, maybe a little more pressing. But we basically got most of that out of the way, which is what's more important to me, honestly. So that's what I usually do, is I do one. I think I should just do Pseudo-Widow. Because Bonsly I have to see jump out of an ore deposit. That could take a little bit of grinding to get done. I don't think it'll take much, honestly. And then Paris is another one that we need to finish up. Parasect. Oh, Parasect is another one because we have to spam Spore. So, and that's going to be terrible because Parasect is a slow Pokemon. And Magikarp. Magikarp is slow, but it's not like dreadfully slow. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think just one day I just will have to knuckle down and just find the shiny and then just start running the Apom loop. Maybe I'll do that like really early on a Saturday. You know, like really dedicate. Like that's gonna take a long time. That's gonna be the worst. That APOM shit is terrible, man. There it is. And hopefully, I know Devin isn't here, but I was telling Viff and Devin about all the games I was buying. Hopefully, Fear will come at some point. What was that? Oh, it's just Carnivine. Okay. Hopefully, Fear will show up at some point. I did actually go out and pick up a couple more games. I got we were talking about. I went out and I got Spyro the Eternal Night, and I also got a copy of Saints Row. So I will probably what's tomorrow? Skyrim. Maybe I'll just dummy test it. I didn't even look at this, by the way. Maybe I'll just dummy test it tomorrow during some of this other stuff. I'll like put it in the consoles and see if it works or not. Just so that way I know if I need to return it or not. While I have the 30-day guarantee. Alright, no shiny. Alright, I'm not digging through it. Goodbye. Alright, let's go catch our Zorua, and then that'll wrap up the stream. Eventually we'll get Curlia. I guarantee you I had small Roltzes and I just got rid of them. Which is totally on me. There you go, very nice. Times you've given it food, number of times you use Spark. Yeah, number you've seen leap out of trees is not going to be very fun, but at least Yanmega's prepped and good to go. Like Pokemon that only require one move to be used, like 25 times, like Pachirisu, are not bad. It's more that I need to see it jump out of a bunch of trees, and that's a 25% chance. At least there's multiple trees, you know? Like, it's not, like, completely unmanageable or impossible that it'll happen, you know? Alright, I gotta figure out what cave has Zorua in it, which is gonna be an adventure all on its own. Because there's a lot of caves here, and every single one of them has something different in it. And I don't remember, because I used to know, and I don't really go down here that often. That's why when the shiny Haunter spawned above me, I had no idea. I was like, where the hell? What the? Oh, here's Zoroark. What the fuck? Are you serious? Huh. Alright, let's just stun it using... Oh, I don't... This is gonna kill the amount of shit I have left. Do I have mud? Dude, this shit doesn't work. Okay, we're gonna use spoiled apricorns to start. Yeah, I can't believe that Zoroark is just down here. It's not even that far from camp. Alright, we have enough to stun it one more time. I don't want to waste balls of mud, because that's how you make sticky globs, so I guess I can't waste that. That's like the one item that you can't pick up and you can't farm, and I'm perpetually annoyed about that. That is something I would absolutely hack in a 999 of. I do not want to deal with that. That is insanity. There you go. Yeah, so I'm going to start carrying around a bunch of apricorns. Like, I don't even think you use them for anything. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna carry around a bunch of apricorns for no reason at all, man. Plus, I mean, like, even if I lose them, I don't care. You don't use them for making anything. Time for Skyrim tomorrow? Absolutely. We're going to get a nice early stream of it, so be ready. Be on the lookout for that. Okay, very nice. Should I just catch this? Might as well. I already committed all these resources. There you go. Alright, see ya. We still have to find where Zorua is. I was just there, so it's got to be at the center of the map. It's got to be over here somewhere. I gotta make up for the stream I missed. So that way we can actually finish it, you know? Just a normal Ghastly. Oh yeah, you can't throw... That is one thing that Violet does have, is you can throw on while mounted. I'll give that to them. They do have that. Can't hate. Oh, I also need to change Zoroa's moves. Shadow Ball is 80. Bitter Malice is 60. This move may leave the target with Frostbite. This move's power is doubled if the target has a status condition. I'll just put on Shadow Ball, and then we'll swap it around. Obviously, we'll replace Bitter Malice with something else. It's basically better Hex, pretty much. It's just a unique version of Hex that has a chance to apply Freeze. I wonder what it does in Scarlet. It probably doesn't do any of this. Alright, we won't evolve you just yet. There we go. Let me save. Fuck. What do you eat? Okay, grains. Alright, right into the living dex, thank you. Very nice, let's get out of here. Is there anything worth checking on while we're here? But what is that? That is... like, the cries that they do when you teleport are terrible. It doesn't even sound like Pokemon at all. Okay. Eevee? Nope. I guess we could check the Eevee spawn as well. There's no reason not to, although it would literally be like a shot in the dark to even see that. That alone would be like one of the luckiest things that's happened to me on this game. Because, like, okay, getting an Eevee out of a space-time distortion, not really lucky. It's pretty typical, actually. You're likely to see 1, maybe 2, 3, or 4 of them just because they spawn so much. So therefore, it being shiny is not really that much of a special thing. That's just 1 in 585. In fact, I'd argue maybe that's the best way to farm Eevees, because technically you have a much higher chance of seeing an Eevee in a space-time. So that's not like that's not the luckiest thing ever. It's not shit, but it's also not like insanely good luck or anything, you know what I mean? It's not like to die for. It's alright. That's okay luck. Alright, we'll look at the Eevee, I guess, and then that'll... oh, that's a big head. Nice. Alright, and then we'll be done, yeah. I have to put that thing in the box, though. So I'll do that. What the fuck? Alright. Oh, I didn't pick up the package down there? I don't really want to go back. Yeah, whatever. Okay. We'll just call that. That's fine. It's not a big deal. It's one package. But what I should do, speaking of packages, is I should open these. Just so that way when I log in next time, they will respawn. Mr. Homies! Lost Satchel. Unbelievable. How many merit points have I acquired? 88,000. And I picked up 1,249. Yeah, like I said, I don't think people are actually dying in this game. I think it says, okay, this person's online and they exist. Just spawn some fake packages for someone else to pick up. And, like, if you actually do die, I think it turns them into real packages. You know what I mean? Because there's no way that these people are dying this much in this game. Like, this game is a joke. This game is not hard. Like, this game has the illusion of difficulty. It's not hard at all. So I don't think people are actually dying or anything in this game. So, okay, there we go. All right, let's go back to town, and then that'll be it for today. I want to thank everyone who joined me today. I saw a lot of new faces today, which I really appreciate. So thank you very much for joining. So got other very long vid to watch. Love the stream. I fell asleep for 50% of it. Yeah, no problem. Sounds good to me. All right, we have to use Bitter Malice a bunch, and we'll agile style it. We're gonna have to agile style a lot even afterwards. But at least we found where Zoroark is, and we know where Zoroark is, which will be really good. We're kind of completing the back end of the Pokedex now, which is pretty good. So we did Zorua, Weavile, and Lucario today. Okay. Oh, the last thing I should do, well, I guess maybe we should do it next time if I remember, is to change out some Pokemon, teach some moves, all that stuff. But another very good week. Thank you all. Skyrim is tomorrow, that is true. My PS4 spat out the disc like a couple hours after the last stream ended, so I will boot it up tomorrow. I should actually boot it up now, so that way this thing will actually start to charge the controller. I'm not going to put the disc in. My PS4 is so weird. That's why I kind of wanted to replace it and buy a new one, but I just don't have the money to do that, unfortunately. So, any event, thank you all for joining me today. This was a very good stream of Arceus. I had a lot of fun, as always. And so Ash, Viff, Trent, who loves Pokemon. Did Snowman show up? Charlie showed up. That was true. And Pokeball 5252 and Jairo. Thank you all for stopping by. Much appreciated. As always, another good stream. And I will see you all for whatever, throughout the week. And then on, what is it? Saturday, we do Arceus again, as always. So, all right, very nice. I'm going to immediately turn this off. Anyway. So thank you all. Good. I froze it. Okay, I unfroze it. So I will see you all later. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Enjoy your evening. And watch Toonami, damn it. Thank you. So this is the weekend. That means I get to play these clips.
Sweet. It's Toonami time. Don't sweat the technique. Kids love it. Ain't nothing changed. Alert! Your favorite show is on now. Quitting time.
Yeah, quitting time. Yeah.